Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday, April 6th. And you can see it was really coming down this morning very hard. We picked up 1.8 inches of snow in less than 2 hours. Winter weather advisories continue for this morning, although conditions will improve. We'll see some sun, even some sunshine here later today, but it'll become very windy with winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour. So some of that snow could really start to blow around. And as far as our next system, Sunday night into Monday, we could see some more snow move in, maybe some accumulations there, possibly a couple or several inches. We'll keep an eye on that system. And then a major spring storm, winter storm will develop later next week into the upper Midwest. The Europeans about 20 degrees colder than yesterday's forecast. No more 60s and to around 70, 40s and 50s, but the U.S. model still shows highs well into the 60s for Thursday and for Friday. So we'll see this model battle continue for probably 3 or 4 days. Once we get into early next week, we should have a much better idea. But right now, it could bring us some severe thunderstorms here as we get towards Friday or Friday night into Saturday morning when that cold front eventually comes through. And again, you can see some pretty big snowflakes falling this morning. Yesterday, we had a high of 39, a low of 22. 500ths of an inch of precipitation so far for the month, 46 with 5.1 inches, but we'll add to that as this morning since midnight or actually since yesterday, we picked up 1.8 inches of snow. We got about 1.5 inches on the ground, and again 3.3 for the month. That's already about 1.3 inches above the normal for the entire month. So April will go down as above normal for snowfall, now up to 46.3 inches so far for the year. And that's about 115% of the normal annual snowfall. So again, a pretty snowy season. And if we look at the latest temperature models from on Friday from the GFS, would show temperatures well into the 60s, maybe even a couple 70-degree readings. It'll be a pretty warm day if the GFS is right for Friday. And the day before that, we'll see temperatures in the low to mid 60s as well on Thursday. You can see temperatures out there this morning are pretty much in the low 30s, some upper 20s with that snow falling. Again, a couple of stations that looks like the station's okay, but looks like both the computers are not online. So hopefully we can get that resolved here sometime today. You can see on the satellite view the system that's moving through the Great Lakes, but this will be the big system for Sunday night into Monday that could bring us some more snow, maybe several inches of snow. We'll keep an eye on that. It'll team up with another clipper system dropping down, just like we've seen so many times so far this season. You can see on the radar as of this morning the snow bands coming across the area, and some of those are really dropping heavy snowfall rates, much like we saw here in Breckenridge around 5:30 this morning. On the map, you can see low pressure system off to our north around Sault Ste. Marie, like we talked about yesterday. Reinforcing shot of cold air coming in. We got the big polar vortex that's up near Hudson Bay, which is way south of where it should be. We'll eventually see that retreat back towards the North Pole, but it's been a pretty persistent ingredient in our weather here the last several weeks, and we're going to continue to see, at least for a few more days, these systems dropping down. They team up with Pacific systems or Alberta type clipper systems, and that's what's generating our very cold temperatures. 14.3 degrees below normal per day so far for the month of April, and that cold will continue right into early next week before that big storm will warm us up later in the week. And how much snow could fall over the next about 4 or 5 days as we get into 7 p.m. Tuesday night. This would be this Sunday night into Monday system, plus whatever little bit of snow is out there this morning. Again, you can see where we could definitely pick up some more accumulating snows as we get into early next week. As far as the forecast goes, today highs in the upper 30s. Well, we may see those fall in the afternoon as we see northwest winds, and winds will gust up to 40 miles per hour. That could blow some of that snow that's falling around. Only in the low 30s as we get into Saturday, but sunshine. And then we'll see upper 30s to low 40s as we get into early next week. And again, when this system moves in, anything that starts with rain, I think, will quickly turn over to snow, especially for Sunday night into Monday morning. And it could be kind of a repeat of what we got, only the potential might be for a little bit more. And then again, we'll watch that potential snow or that potential spring storm that could bring us warmer temperatures and thunderstorms by the time we get into next week. As far as weather watch this morning, see the winter weather advisories across the western half of Lower Peninsula and some off into Nebraska, excuse me. And then we got gale warnings up for much of the Great Lakes. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, a great weekend, and 73s to all.